Hi guys and gals, Froggy here. What I want to show you today is, maybe it's old school. It's how to do a battery service. A lot of the newer cars come with maintenance-free batteries, but some of your older cars are going to have batteries where you have to add a little water to them every once in a while. So this is a battery service. You don't necessarily have to disconnect the negative. I did that just as a safety thing, but you do want to inspect these terminals. This is a negative terminal, positive terminal. If you see any corrosion, which would be like a white, crusty, flaky, yucky looking thing, you've got to take these connections off the terminals and clean the terminals before you put them back together. This is a tool that you can use to clean post type terminals. It's got a little wire brush inside. You just push this down on there and twist it. I could show you. Down like that. Twist, 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 and pull it up. And that scrubs the post, which is going to be a metal post. And it also has another part to this. Hold on. Well, this other part, you need two hands, but I'm going to just show you. It goes inside the battery cable, and it's also a wire brush. So you scrub that a little bit inside the cable. After you've done that, you want to put a little grease on here and also on here. The grease will not interfere with the connection, but it will help to reduce or eliminate the corrosion that happens. So grease before you put them back together. Now, as far as checking the water level, this is a 12-volt battery. What you have to do is take these little caps off. You want to be careful whenever you're doing this, because battery acid is a dangerous substance. I'm going to loosen these up. You might want to use gloves when you're doing this. There's 5 and 6. Now I'm not going to show you all of them. I'm going to show you one of them. When you pull this off, it'll be wet with battery acid on the bottom. Just lay that on top. Now you want to look inside. Hold on, let me get my flashlight. Okay, you're going to look inside each one of these holes, and what you want to see is that the battery acid level is above the plates. The plates are metallic metallic things that you're not going to be able to see. They're stacked next to each other, and that's what makes one of the things that makes the battery work. But you want to make sure that the plates are covered. Usually there'll be like a little indent that indicates the proper water level in there, and you look for that indent, and sometimes it'll reflect back at you as you look in there with a flashlight, and you'll see that it's at the correct level. Now, that one's at the correct level. If it's not, you need to add water. The way you add water, and it has to be distilled water. You get a bottle of distilled water, and you get a syringe like this. You suck some distilled water into your syringe, then carefully take it and put it in the hole like that. Now I'm not going to add any because you don't want to overfill them. This one is already full. Now I'm going to go and check the other ones. I'm not going to film the whole thing. That's the idea. Make sure the plates are covered on every one of those holes, and then wipe it down and put the covers back on there. Grease the terminals, make sure they're clean, and I always put a date on the battery. So I don't know if that's the last time I checked that. 9 of 08. This is 12. That might be the original install date of the battery. But I'm going to date it today, and then if you don't do this and you have a maintenance type battery, the battery will go bad and short itself out if the fluid level gets too low. So this should be done at least once a year. I like twice a year if you have this type of battery. If you have a maintenance free battery, then you still should check for the corrosion part, but you won't be able to access the fluid in the battery. It will be sealed. If that makes sense to you, if that helps you out, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from Froggy, subscribe to my channel. See you later. Froggy out. A couple other little tidbits of information. You might wonder, why is the battery in the trunk on this BMW? Well, there's a couple of reasons. The things that damage a battery or make a battery wear out, two or three things. High heat, cold, and vibration. So if you put a battery under the hood of a car, it's got a lot of heat and it's got a lot of vibration. Put it in the trunk, much less heat and much less vibration. So that's number one. Number two, BMW being a performance type car company, they like to balance their cars out. And if you think about a car that's being driven by one person, they're up in the front left. Their weight of the person is up in the front left part of the car. And you put the battery weight in the back right of the car, it helps balance the car out. The other thing is most cars, front engine cars are nose heavy anyway, and a battery weighs, this battery probably weighs 30 pounds. So you take that weight off the nose and put it on the back of the car, it'll help the car handle better too. So just a couple other little pieces of information thought you might find interesting. Froggy out.